It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Hits the 20. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them off just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running this one left. And he's into the front for the game of round 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And all he can get is a yard here. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The runs on the mounts are really very little statistically, and identifying what was needed to just make them a little bit bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. They get him on his first throw, and this comes.
Come on, don't stop that bullshit, bro.
Well, we all know
go for the ball.
To avoid an opening drive 3 now, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback, and you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
There's Brees on the ground for the first time. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Now here he goes.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Trying the air now. Here's Shot. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. 19,
Shock working from the gun. He brings it in. So he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Saints pull out in front for their 13-zip. The extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
They weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Milrow with it on 1st. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 strike. 19. Get it. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Milrow from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But, jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Kick is good.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shuck now from the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. All right, short of the marker for the moment. They've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll be set up with third and only one. Here's Hall once more. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
44-yard line.
Breakers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. We call that one a gain of, say, 2 yards at second down.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed, making third and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Third down.
Come on.
We go with a design keeper. And that short gain is enough for a new setting down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Shot to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's running with it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Connects with his back. Hall. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, here's Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 13-point lead. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Sending him on the dime. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down, Seattle.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
let's go. Ready?
Another carry for him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Prime Time on the other side. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Three. 18, Robert. 18, cut 19. Cut 19. 60 Nazareth. 19 tight. 19, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready,
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. important down the field, and he's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
22 yards.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check smash, Dragon 60, 19 Lions, 18 Warriors, 17. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Forced out to his right. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. So the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
The Saints going with some extra defensive backs on this third down. Third and long for him here. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
They've got a man in motion.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
Trying for it with Milroe. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. It's their first of 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Now Shuck to throw. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Shuck on third down. He has the first over the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Complete out to the right. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense to the line fast.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They spiked it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. To the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it sets up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route's called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Smith and Jigba. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Milrow to throw on 4th. Escapes the pocket. And Milrow goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Milrow looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Oh, the ball is loose again. And they recover. So after a very chaotic play and a couple of turnovers, they're set up somehow with a 1st down. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quincy Riley picks it. We'll take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception.
Just go all around to this nigga didn't even go for the ball.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Go for the ball.
Off the play action. Chop. It's caught left side.
Right there, come on.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Brought down by Mike Bullet.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Buys time, rolling right. He shovels this one forward. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Smith able to put it through, and that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Their own 22-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go. Rapid 60. Mustang 19. 18 Riley.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time, start connecting on more of these.
Like that shit. That's a clear fucking catch, bro. This man getting touched for a whole 3 seconds.
After the
Another
incompletion,
final
second
touch.
10
Pop
from
out.
22. Shotgun now for Milrow. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmith. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
He's going to keep it this time. Galloping inside the 40.
Man, no way.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with first and 10. In the red zone now. Is it moving up? They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Milrow from the gun. And they pick him off again. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And the Saints take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. They start to drive it home. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Chuck. And he's down very close to that first.
You just sitting there watching, man. You got a knockout. You just sitting there watching the man catch the ball.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
You really just set. You just sitting there.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
And all these inside stuff so nobody can get through. That don't make sense either.
Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's the Saints with the ball, trying to keep their postseason run going. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Shot working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He got 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. The run on first at 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They give to Hall on the draw. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage here, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They go right back to Hall. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Trying for it with Shuck. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
That's Hill on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Seahawks hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing here, middle row. Escapes the defender. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it an automatic. But sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Seattle.
Working inside the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Inside the red zone, they they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Run out of the pistol with Hall. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
16-yard line.
3rd and long for him here. Taking a shot deep here. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like you.